Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Let us quickly start the session for today. And today will be, kind of theoretical part which we'll be going through. More to know, or let us take this session to understand the controlling on a whole as a theoretical part at the top level. Why, what, and all kind of. And we can, have just a quick idea how we are gonna continue this training. We have lots of PPT for a visual. Okay, so that's let us keep aside as if now. I'll be using this Excel, my like blackboard or whiteboard, whatever. Word, PowerPoint, Paint, whatever you need, but I'll be using this Excel. If you're not comfortable, let me know. Okay, the basic intro makes me understand that we have here nice, good team, like not only in IFI, I can see PP, I can see TRM, I can see someone saying BPC. One of you said BPC also, right? I'm sorry, I forgot the name.
It's Sushil Sharma.
Sushil, correct. So we have a FICO. That's good to hear. But along with that, we have a different modules. MM also I would hear, right? So MM team also there. And here what we will do, we will not only discuss FICO controlling. In a controlling part, controlling integrates with the different modules. Like controlling itself will integrate with the PP, it will integrate with the MM, and it will integrate with the sales and distribution also. Okay, so controlling, those who have a basic little knowledge, they'll be knowing it, that it integrates anyways with the FI, as well as it will integrate with the different modules for a COPA and the product costing with the PP, MM and SD as well. Okay, so now directly going on a controlling, if any freshers or new to, just let us quickly 5 to 10 minutes take on time on what is SAP and how the what is the part of controlling as a in a SAP. Okay, so if you can help me, we'll know the terms. We will move quickly. We may take 5 to 7 minutes only. Now, anyone, what is SAP all about, or what is SAP stands for? It's a system. Unmute. You can unmute. You're free to unmute, or you can put in a chat box. Applications and P stands for
Products.
very good. Products. Any other thoughts? Anyone? Other than products, anyone? Any other thoughts? No other thoughts, right? So I would be hearing mostly the program processing kind of different terms when it comes to P. So it's a simple system application and the products in data processing. Now, what kind of data we are processing? All kind of data. Materials we are processing, finished products, here raw material to finished products, how it gets processed in between. A raw material converting, a process happening to finished good, final product. So how the processing goes on from the raw material or any semi-finished goods to final product. Planning, finance, accounting, Not only accounting, we are doing the controlling, management accounting we are doing, treasury we are managing, reports of course, then material we manage, machinery we manage, human capital we manage, men we manage, right? Our customers will manage. So being in a one tool, we can manage all here. In short, this got developed by the ERP team. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource
Planning.
Plan. Very good. Thank you. As a part of the development, we have a different tools, right? We have the Oracle Finance. We have Tally, Focus. If you take regional wise tools, we have a database tools like SQL, MySQL, MS SQL. There are different tools which got developed by ERP team. As a part of the development, five ex-employees of IBM. My bad, hold on. 5 ex-employees of IBM started developing this one in 1972, Wolford City. It's a German product. Wolford City, it's a German product. And they released in the market in the 2006. The tool they released in the market in the 2006. So see how such a long time they have taken to develop and to release in the market. They took 30 plus years to develop this tool or this server or this software. 30 plus years they took only to develop. Now, what makes it different with other tools is they have developed with 20 plus modules. Like we have here FICO, PP, TRM, BCP, MM, SD, CRM, HCM. Okay, and we have FSCM. We have project system. We have a different tools. We have ABAP, technical basis. Okay, now security we have. Different tools we have. What makes it different, Abida? Why we should use different 20 tools over here? Anyways, we can use the different softwares which are regional or which supports a different area, like Focus supports the material, PeopleSoft we have, Microsoft Dynamics we have. Why should we go with this SAP Abida? Means this is for sure a global tool. No doubt about it. Which supports be it any country, any region, any currency, any language, any tax, any accounting principle to report to the governments. Happily being in a one software, we can manage all. The tool is developed in such a beautiful way that, okay, Indian taxes, Abida Indian report to IFRS, but I'm a US, okay. So can I get the different taxes over there? So can I use in 39 SAP? Yes, for sure. We can still use sales tax, different taxes, different country related, different languages, different reporting accounting principles. Being in a one tool, happily we can manage. This got developed with the 20 plus modules. As a part of this development, again, it's okay, Abida, we have a different tools which supports, right? Why do we need to use means it's first and foremost thing is it is integrated. This term integration, which makes the entrepreneur or any organization company to use this tool. Whatever the data we process as a part of controlling, no need to do the double work, right? When we process FI documents, controlling documents will auto-generate if it is integrated with the controlling. It should integrate. Of course, without integrate, even you can't process with the cost center and the profit center, the controlling document. And in the same way, material, P2P cycle, sales and distribution cycle, O2C cycle, order to cash, O2C, everything, HCM, when we deal with the men, machinery, whatever, it will go with the integrated with the FICO, or I can say FI. FI is a core module. Not only everything gets integrated, means the required modules like material, sales, HCM will be integrated with the FI as a core module. But MMSD also will integrate if needed by the client, right? PPMMSD can be integrated, right? So that sub tools or modules can also, without FI, also can be integrated with each other according to the requirement. Or because FI is a core module, we can say FI PP, FI MM, FI SD also can be integrated. The data flows, whatever we are trying to process, instead of dual work or double work, the data will flow automatically from one module to another module when it integrates. Right? In a simple statement, we are gonna complete this particular area. So if you have anything why we should use SAP and all, we can continue more on that. If you have any thoughts, just let me know. As if no, if I can take it up any as your doubts, it's fine. Otherwise, we will continue in the next session. Any doubts, guys? Here in a basics. In a basics part, anyone, any doubts? Yes, no, maybe will helpful in a chat box.
Hi, Abhida, I have one query. Can I raise it now? It's not a basic doubt as such. Am I
Let us
audible?
see. Uh-huh.
Yes, actually, I'm not from an accounting background. So do you
Mm-hmm.
see that as a major challenge, in learning CO? Because I know PP well, I have done integration, obviously interacted with FICO consultants,
Okay.
but I don't have any FI background.
But you said you're MBA, right?
Yeah, I have done that accounting paper that we have. I know what is balance sheet, P&L, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very good accountant as such, with entries and all. I'm not.
Okay. Not only for Abhishek, this is a common question you raised, Abhishek. Controlling, when it comes to the controlling, it entirely goes for the management accounting. Okay, so we no need to be an MBA or in a commerce background to get this learned, first thing. But yeah, having said that, just now we were talking, right? FICO. FICO integrates with each other. We should be knowing at least the basics of FI part,
Mhm.
how it goes and all. As a part of training, anyways, we'll be covering FI also. The reason is without FI starting configuration, we cannot
We cannot
directly post the
direct.
controlling. Okay, so no need
Yeah,
to bother. Anyways, we'll go with the FI part also. If you have any queries over there, you can stop me. If those topics will not be covered as a part of our sessions, I'll try to make you give you the reference notes or the topics which you can do
sure.
so that you'll be comfortable in your learnings.
Right, right.
Can we possibly speak in Hindi or direct message? Okay. So that depends upon the team which we have, Prajapati. But if you guys, the language should not be the barrier for anyone. But I can speak Hindi, Urdu, English, and local language Telugu. My local here language Telugu. If you have any doubts, you can ask in Hindi. I can respond in a Hindi. Then later on, we can again move back to our language, which is English. Okay. Hope I answers question. Okay. Now here we are for the controlling part. As I said, core is FI. FI and controlling will integrate. Okay. So how it integrates when we start our hands-on, we will try to see FI, then controlling integrates. Now let us try to understand controlling part. Only controlling part for today. Rest of 30 minutes. Okay, so now when I was going through this part of ERP, FI, core module, controlling, blah, 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 I already said it's for a management. Controlling is also called as management accounting. Can anyone help to understand what is controlling when it comes to SAP language for the finance and accounting area? Can someone say what does controlling means?
Hello.
Yes, Hemant.
Yeah, controlling means we define the cost centers and profit centers
Mm-hmm.
of business area,
Mm-hmm.
and the revenue generated from the profit centers, and the expenses hit to the cost center by the cost centers. The difference, and we just calculate the profitability of the cost center or profit center with respect to the expenses.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Thank you, Hemant. Anyone, any other thoughts?
It is basically like proper tracking of the cost and the expenses that we are incurring, like as a company during manufacturing and also in other activities, and trying to optimize that so that we can increase the profit margins.
Very good. Optimizing profits is very good. Okay. But why do we do that? Cost in the profit centers, why do we do that? Why controlling is needed?
For proper traceability, like what expense is being incurred by the right, maybe the department or the function.
Very good. And proper traceability is fine, correct? We got traced.
Yes, and the objective is to try and reduce it,
Very good.
reduce the cost basically.
Reducing the cost and optimize our profits, right? Or
Yeah.
improve or increase our profits.
Yes.
Very good. Any other thoughts, anyone? No? Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much for your response. Now, yes, as we got to know, see different thoughts over here. Cost in the profit centers, revenue generated, expenses which are hitting to the cost centers. To know the profitability analysis, optimizing our profits or, traceability of the cost and the revenue overheads. Reducing the cost and the profits is what we got the response from our team. Okay. Now, as well said, yes, controlling is, in simple language, analyzing the cost and revenue overheads. Controlling stands for analyzing the cost and the revenue overheads in a simple language. Why? Why to analyze the cost and the revenue? Done is done. Cost incurred as a part of FI, it got incurred. That's it. Revenue, we got the profits. We got the profits. Again, we are not going to, after analyzing, again, we are not going to sell it for a, I cannot ask that, like, okay, I sold it for only 500. You give me one more 100 so that, my cost incurred more. After analyzing, I cannot go back and ask for the whatever I sold or whatever the cost incurred. I cannot say that, okay, cost incurred, let me do something in the previous transactions which we made. We cannot do anything. Just we can analyze the cost and the revenue overheads. We cannot go back and change anything. For a management to take better decision. In a simple language. For a management to take better decisions. If the cost incurred, why this cost incurred? How much it incurred? Is it something which we can bring it down? Or being in the same cost, can we provide more quality of a product? Can we improve the quality of a product so that we can maximize our profits? Is something we can do. Or by adding little cost to the same, can we get more profits? It's analyzing. It's analyzing the cost and the revenue overheads. Now, it is called as a management accounting, right? So why it is called as a management accounting? Management will always have an eye on the cost and their overheads so that they can take better decision. Guys, if it is a small expense which we will be spending at a home, then also we will try to do this. But we may not put the things on a paper and the numbering on a paper, on the numbers, but mind calculation we will do definitely. If I'm going to office daily on a four-wheeler, how much I'll be spending if I'm a family guy, right? So I'll be thinking for sure how much I'll be spending. Is there any short way which I can opt to minimize my petrol expenses? Is it a two-wheeler I can go for today? Right? So this will be we will be also doing it, analyzing the cost, our cost and all. But we will be on a mind, not on a paper and book, because this is a management. It's a huge operations they will be doing it. So they may be needing this to be done. Right? If I take an example of a simple expense which we do, transport charge in any organization. So this transport charge, when we paid is paid. Expense met is met. We paid already transport charge 1,000 rupees. For that particular load or products, whatever we bought, or the goods and services, whatever we took. 1,000 transport charge we already paid. But analyzing the cost at each and every area. Okay. Driver expenses. Roughly I'm doing. Okay. 500. Tea, tiffins, or tea. Only 1 hour it was only tea. Okay. Some 100 rupees or some 50 rupees. Okay. Coolie charges. 100 rupees. Toll gate if any. Toll plaza if any. 100 rupees. Petrol or diesel. Petrol or diesel. 5, 6, 7, 750, then 250. Total costing to 1000. Or cleaner if any. Or cleaner and coolie are the same. If I pay for each transport 1000 rupees and per day I'll be getting one transport for sure. I'll be paying one invoice for this transport and the breakup of the invoice is this one. So what the company and organization will do is they will do in transport. Okay, I'm spending 1000, 22 days, let's say for example, 22,000 in a month I'm spending. Is it something 500 into 22? 22 days, right? Is it something I can better, instead of paying 11,000 to the driver on a transport out of this breakup, can I hire a driver on a month basis for 9,000 or 8,000 or it may be 10,000? Kind of analysis. Is it something I can go for the vendor or a customer if I am delivering the goods or if I am getting the goods from the different vendor that I'm paying the 1000 rupees, whatever may be the case, can I avoid this toll plaza, toll gate? Can I find the vendor, the customer within my area so that I can 100 into 22? I can save this part. Getting my point? So, in a short, controlling is entirely the management accounting, wherein it will take better decisions. Done is done. Transport charge paid is paid. But we'll be doing analysis. It's nothing, it's a simple thing which we have taken in a small example, but when it goes to product costing, profitability analysis, how we are gonna see our financial statements, how we are gonna see our balance sheet accounts. So based on what we can see the financial statements. See, profit motive is every business main goal is the profit motive. How they gonna see their profits? Based on what they gonna see their profits? How they want to see their balance sheet and the profit and loss account, the financial statements. Based on what we can see. So how we can achieve those all is a part of our controlling. So any organization motive is a profit motive. That's we can. Okay, so how can I see the profits? Based on what I can see the profits on a products? And on what all we can see, guys? Can anyone help me on a products and company code wise or any cost center wise, segment wise, which is also called as industry. We'll try to understand these different terms. Anyone wants to add on anything? Region wise, we can. So controllings will enable us to do the profitability analysis and the profit we can able to based on this different. Either we can see on a product wise, it's a client choice, or a company code wise profits, or the cost center wise, segment wise, industry wise also we can see, or the country. When I say region, it's a country level also we can. So this we will cover as a part of our COPA controlling in the profitability analysis area. And the cost, revenue, overheads, okay, activities, distributions, assessments, everything we will see as a part of our master data and how to report the cost and the all transactions, within controlling transactions. We will try to cover all that part. And when it comes to the financial statements, balance sheet and the profit and loss account. Balance sheet and the profit and loss account also we can try to see. And the profits, these profits, as I said, we can see based on any one of these characteristics, any one of these characters. Any questions for me? Yes, no, maybe, please. Are you able to follow the flow?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
able.
Abhida.
Yes, flow is fine for you. Any questions then? Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you for confirming. Okay, so shall we go how the controlling on a hierarchy or an organization structure wise in any organization? Shall we see top level hierarchy or the org structure and where the controlling stands? In any organization, okay, in any entrepreneur, any company, any client, when we have a SAP, where the controlling stands, what is the importance of the controlling in the organization structure, we'll try to see. Org structure of any organization. Okay, so org structure of any organization, we have a fancy slides and all. But if you're comfortable, I'll continue with this part. In the same way, Excel, if you're comfortable. Is it fine to go with the Excel, guys? Tomorrow or on Monday, we can see the slides and all. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
will be
correct.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, I'm the one. I need the response. Based on the response, I'll get the energy to, move on. So your response means for me. It means a lot for me. Yeah, you should either chat or you can unmute. Your wish. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hemant. Yeah. Okay. So org structure. First, it starts with the client. client. Client in sense, their system, client system. Or we can say landscape. Different terms will be hearing, right? So what is client, how your system is divided, what is a development system, quality system, production system, different systems, okay, what should I give, 100, 200, right? Testing system. That's a landscape. Top foremost in any organization, client will plays an important role. Agree? Can someone say after
Yes.
client, what does it stands for? What does it will be? Anyone? Any try?
It's controlling area.
Very good, Shishil. Thank you so much. Controlling. Then where does our company stands? The company code?
I think it comes below the controlling area.
Wow, very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, here, when we go for client, first thing, after this client landscape or whatever the term you're using for the system of the client, immediately it will start for the controlling. See where it is standing? Controlling at the top level. Then our company code is coming. FI part is coming down the controlling part. And even before controlling, there is one more thing which is missing over here. Can someone try?
The operating concern.
Correct. It's an operating concern. It's an operating concern. When we go for any training, FICO training or now also we are for a CO training, right? So when we are of CO training, first topics we are going to start with the company code only. Trust me. We'll start hands-on with the FI company code because without FI core, we cannot do the controlling. That's one thing. Even though operating concerns stands at the top level area, configuration will be done on the later stage, but operating concern for any organization, it's a top most in the hierarchy. It plays an important role. When we say operating concerns over here, operating concerns will be using for right? To achieve this profitability analysis, as we discussed just now, our entire motive of any organization to achieve the profits. So that stands here. This profitability analysis part, we will be looking at the operating concerns over here. So this stands at the top level, nothing else. How to maximize? Is what we are gonna learn. But this will be part at the end of our sessions. But as a org structure, it stands on a top level. We should know before we start our sessions, what are the areas, how it goes on important. Now, in any org structure, financial statement is for profits to analyze. That part will be doing. And a controlling area, next to operating concern, yes, controlling area will stand. As a part of a controlling, we will try to see what are the segments, cost components, or we can say controlling components. We don't have submodules like FI in a controlling. We have only components. Components in such, we have a, can anyone? Cost centers, profit centers, right? Internal orders, activity types, blah, blah, blah will be part of our components,
Centers.
right? And moreover, we are not hearing the term elements, cost elements. I'm not even talking about cost elements over here. If someone, I hear someone says ECC, we are from ECC, right? FI consultant, cost elements, if you heard about it. How we will convert all our GLs into our cost elements? How can I process with these cost centers and the profit centers? With the help of these cost elements only. But this cost element in S4 system, no more cost elements. It got obsolete. In short, we can see the difference between ECC and S4 system as well when we are gonna train for the S4 system. Wherever there is a difference between the ECC and the S4 system, when it comes to our controlling part or a FI part, I'll try to show the screens. Cost elements got obsolete. No more cost elements. It's a part of our FI. Then, as we all are aware, it will come to company code. Then we have a B area, business area. Then we have a physical year. Then we have a chart of accounts, chart of depreciation, physical year, posting period variance, blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to how this plays an important. Okay, in next upcoming sessions, we'll talk more about all these areas. Okay, we will start with little more small theoretical part with the ECC to our S4 system differences. When it comes to only FI and CO. I'll not talk on the top level, at the server level. If I have to talk, it will be, like a, again, it's time consuming session. We'll take only difference between FI and CO from a ECC to S4 system before we start the controlling, about 15 minutes, not more than that. Later stage, whenever we have a time, right, we will discuss ECC to S4 system at the top level, architecture level for 15 more minutes, but later part, not in the next session. In the next session, we'll discuss about ECC differences to S4. Then we will start with the controlling. As a part of controlling, we will discuss controlling area to be set up. But before doing this controlling area setup, I'll try to show you the controlling area theoretical part, how we can do the setup. By navigation and all, navigation path, everything I'll take you through. Then hands-on, we will discuss FI org structure. We'll try to cover FI org structure as a part of our configuration. So as I said, to do the controlling, directly I cannot show you the controlling configuration on a air without the FI, as a FI is a core accounting. So whatever basic things, whatever we need to get a controlling to be done, that hands-on will try to complete in our next session. FI org structure will try to complete along with the little discussion on ECC S4 system and the controlling area. Theory part, when I will be taking you this theory part, I'll try to cover the hands-on on a FI structure. Is this org structure clear? Any doubts over here? It's a simple, just I have picked up to where we need, but later stages we can go in depth. Anyone has any queries over here?
For material ledger activation, like it is at what level? Like maybe I'm a bit, naive question because I don't know much of accounting.
No, it's perfectly fine. Material ledger is a part of activation. Material ledger activation will also be covered as a part of our controlling. So at that time, we'll discuss, Abhishek.
Sure.
Okay, material ledger in S4HANA, for sure, we need to be activated to move
Yeah,
further.
it is
So at that
mandatory.
time, yeah, we will discuss at that part. Okay, so content, whatever the content you have, you can take from the organizer. It's having 3 to 4 pages. So I just try to explain you top level how the controlling goes on. But yeah, there is a activity types, distributions, product costing, how do you do work orders, okay, PP also will be touch base, right? So routing, BOM, material creation, everything will get covered as a part of controlling training. We will cover whatever it's needed to get our COPA controlling and the profitability analysis. We'll try to cover all those topics. Okay.
Cost
Great.
apportionment also, if you can like just touch a
Which
bit,
one?
because the co-products costing, like cost apportionment, that one.
Okay, we'll try to, but
Yeah,
let's
if you
cover.
get time, of course.
Yeah. Let's cover first of all whatever as per the
Yeah.
content. Then we will try to. Okay.
Sure.
If it is
Yeah.
feasible. I'll not
Yes, of
promise,
course.
but yeah. Okay. Anyone has anything, guys? Okay. Thank you all.